Hello everyone, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. My name is Devanshi Shah, and today I am going to discuss more about my assignment, that is a portfolio website with authentication. But firstly, I will show you my PowerPoint presentation which contains my name, my ID, my course code, my assignment information, that is assignment 2, and that is e-portfolio with authentication. So now let's start. Firstly, I will take you to the website. As we have seen earlier in my previous video, in my previous video that I have made e-portfolio website which contains few pages like home, about me page, contact me page, project and service pages. But now I have created and modified this website and I have added few more things in this website. Firstly, I will show you the business contact website, either the business contact page. This page contains the login of user and password. So firstly, when the newly users want to enter into the website and wants to fetch the data of business contact list, then the user needs to log in firstly on this page. So let's first log in. After logging into this website, either the business list page, the user can see all the information about the business contacts, like the name of the business contact, the number, his email, and also the user can edit the information, like if we want to add the different number and once we click on a submit button, then the number here seen is edited. We can also see that here the name are given in the sorted array, so I have created the data in a sorted array. The user can also delete the information of any business contacts. So if a user is authenticated user, either the user who is logged in into this web business list page, then the user can use this functionalities. I have also created add a business, which will add the business contact, that is here its number and its email ID. I know that it is not a part of our assignment, but I have still created it to get a more better look to my website. Once here we can also see that welcome admin message. If the admin is logged it into this website, then we can see that welcome admin message here. If the user is logged out of this website, and even if he tries to reach towards this website or the login page, then the user will be asked to first login into the site, and then only he can fetch the data. So this was all about the front end side of my website. So now I will take you to the coding part. Here you can see that this is app.js file. In app.js file, I have installed the three-party packages modules to create an authenticate website as per our requirement. I have created few things. I have installed few things like passport local, connection, and flash. I have, as you can see here, passport local, flash, and passport. I have also installed Mongoose for the database connection and connected it with the help of Mongoose. The user will see a message that we are connected to the MongoDB only after in the console, only after connecting to the MongoDB successfully. In other case, if there is any error, then then it will receive an error message on the console. Here are the various routes for my website. After that, I have set up my Express session, and I have, as I have said that about I have installed the Passport and Passport Local. So what is the meaning of the Passport? Passport is an authentication middleware for the node, and it is used to authenticate requests. So now let's see what is the passport dot serialize and passport dot deserialize. So in app.js file, here we have implemented app.serialize users and app.deserialize user. So what are they? They are used to set up ID as a cookie in user's browser, and to get ID from the cookie when it is then used to get user's information in a callback. Here we can see the routers, and here is an error handling function. At the end, here we can see that if in case we have done something wrong with our code, then this function will show the specific error. The error will might be about the 404 page not found, and so on. So this was all about my website and all about the app.js file. Thank you.